Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central. I'm your host, Jack, and today we're taking a look at why men give up on dating. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
I think any man that's their #1 requirement for a woman is for a woman to be his piece. You just know you're dealing with a true menace to the dating pool, because what the do you mean you need me to be your piece? If you gotta ask for peace, you're a piece. Honestly.
Of course we all want peace, that's a given, but when you've got this girl going off on some stuff she can't even explain, like, come on, what's her deal?
If you could give a single girl some dating advice, what would you say to her?
How old?
Let's say she's like 21.
Oh, 21. Just bang them all. Bang them all, because men are so immature that you're not gonna lock anyone down. Don't even start thinking yet about the husband stuff. But I will say, bang dudes quietly. Don't tell everybody. Shut the f about it. Just go do your business. Bang girls, bang guys, bang dogs, trans, whatever you want. But keep an eye out for the good ones in your college. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep the solid dudes in your back pocket. Like, befriend them, but don't them or date them or nothing until you're kind of like older and you're ready to like settle down with a boy.
Yeah.
And then call that guy up, like that one you had your eyes on. And then be like, what's up, dude?
Okay, are we gonna just ignore the fact that she said bang dogs? This is terrible advice to give someone young. This is just sad to see. The date didn't even have the guts to tell him she wasn't coming.
Do you cook and clean?
Oh, no. Not at all.
You never cook and clean?
Never.
What do you do in a relationship?
Nothing.
I don't think love is enough, sweetie. You actually have to try to bring something more to the table.
What's your best pickup line?
Do you really want to know? This is how I'm you.
Okay. That's bold.
Honesty first.
Honesty first.
That's not a pickup line, lady. That could be considered essay, so you better start doing some research on how you should talk to people.
I think the reason why I have so much, like, when people are like, no way 5,000, I'm like, for sure, because when I used to go to festivals, I'd be like, if you can find me, I'll give you a free
She belongs to the streets.
So I literally, like, at festivals, I think in one night I get like 50 or 60 jobs.
Huh?
And like, they're a 3-day event.
Completion?
For sure, yeah.
No way.
I know.
This is one way to spread disease. Like, seriously, 50 at one festival? I doubt she cleans her mouth between rounds. That's just nasty.
What would you say is like a minimum height requirement?
6'1". When I'm in heels, I'm like almost 6 feet, so.
I mean, my husband's 6'5", so 6'8".
Your minimum is 6'8"? Well, your husband's 6'5".
Gotta grow a little bit.
Minimum salary?
70K. Minimum.
Yeah, I would say the same.
Why 70?
It's more than what I make. You have to make more than what I make.
Minimum size?
I plead the fifth.
Size matters to me.
And what's the minimum?
We'll say 12.
12? Hold up, we're talking like centimeters or?
Inches.
Inches?
Yeah.
What do you think of that, 12?
It sounds like it hurts.
Yeah, 12 inches might be a bit more than you can take, just saying.
I'm a astrophysicist.
Okay, I'm a Gemini.
How many times do we have to hear about being a Gemini or an Aries? Who cares?
Why are there women who say they go to clubs only to dance and not be approached by men?
I mean, for a lot of the times we do. Like, we want to have a good time and go out. Like, I'm taken, and I still love to go shake my at a bar with my friends, so.
I love going to dance with my girls.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if women didn't like being approached by men, why wouldn't they just go to gay clubs?
I don't really find that would be that much fun.
So what makes it fun because they're straight men?
Nothing about the straight men is fun. I just think if you go to a gay club, then obviously first of all, I don't think it's respectful to
people that are gay because they're obviously going to the gay club looking to find a relationship, and you are a straight female looking to just have a good time with your friends, and I don't think it's respectful to them to go to the club.
Can I just ask you one more follow-up question about that? Why is it that gay people go to gay clubs to find a relationship, but straight women go to straight clubs not to find a relationship, but just to have fun by themselves with their girlfriends?
I think it also just comes down to whether you're in a relationship or not.
The easy solution is just to go to a gay club where no man will bother you. Otherwise, it seems like you're asking for men to hit on you.
What's the nicest thing a guy has done for you, but it turned you off?
I don't like when guys be like, "Good morning, my beautiful queen." Like, that's just cringy. Like,
what about something nice that a guy has said to you that turns you off?
If we just started talking, you just like already, my chocolate, like, oh,
chocolate.
Good chocolate. Chocolate. Y'all like, who says that?
Right. What about yourself?
I had somebody cash at me money on my birthday.
How much? How much was it?
It was $50, but I just felt like it was not very thoughtful.
Okay.
You know.
Dudes, don't be cash apping girls bread, bro.
Yeah.
Simpish. Now, the next question is, what's the most toxic thing a guy has done that turned you on?
Like, cursing me out. Like, stop playing with me, like
just mad yelling, like, what you yelling for? Like, calm down.
Like aggressive, maybe?
Yeah, like you mad aggressive, but
okay. So you know it's toxic, but it turned you on a little bit. Like, daddy, take control. What about you, Harlem?
This one dude I was talking to at one point, he would call me. He'd be like, "Yo, where you at? Like, who's around you? Yo, show me who's in the room." Like, it was super toxic, but it was like kind of a turn on because like, oh, you
he give a fuck.
Care.
This exercise pretty much just shows that what women like and what women get aroused by are two different things.
Women always say they want nice guys, but somehow they end up liking the toxic dudes. Make up your mind already and take responsibility for your actions.
Women are ready for relationships more than men. Specifically,
the women are ready for relationships more than what?
More than men are.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you on Earth or what planet are you on? Because this is Earth.
I'm on Earth.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's a pretty bold thing to say, but now I'm curious why she thinks that.
Well, according to all the facts, data, statistics, it really says quite the opposite. But tell us why women are more ready.
Okay, I give you the point of being an expert with data.
It has nothing to do with being an expert. It's just the facts. You can look at the facts and see the same thing. It has nothing to do with being an expert. You can be a novice. It don't matter. The truth is true.
Maybe your facts and your truths are different from mine because you probably...
There's no such thing as your truth or my truth.
You more than likely live in a different reality than I do.
Yes, you do. But the thing is, I'm not concerned about your reality. I'm concerned about reality. See, one of the biggest problems today, especially in the Black community, we feel as though we can dismiss facts that we don't agree with. We got this whole thing called my truth. In my reality. That's bull, ma'am. Sorry, sir, but I gotta say it. It's bull. 2 + 2 is 4.
It's kind of funny how people ignore facts like that. At the end of the day, you don't live in your own world. It's our world.
Y'all, I think modern women ruin dating, and here's why. Let's get into it. Hookup culture. Women giving their bodies away to men that have not committed to them on any level. They've made relationships transactional. Not being realistic. Now the majority of women want the minority of men, using tactics of shame and emasculating men to manipulate them in doing what they want them to do. Some men now are choosing to go their own way, not even trying to date in this modern dating culture. Ain't that a shame? A lot of good men not dating because they don't see value in this modern dating culture.
Finding your soulmate used to be magical and fulfilling. Now it's stressful and heartbreaking to the point that people don't even find value in having a connection with someone. Isn't that just sad?
Women post these pictures like she's a bad bee, but she has a good heart. Women do not post things about their character. They're just trying to look as possible, and they don't understand you get attention, but you're not getting relationship intention. These men they don't care about you because your character doesn't speak. They only see your body parts. Why does a man even have to tell you to change your Instagram? Your Instagram, you should be presenting as a wife. A lot of men will, God, where is my husband? Girl, he's out there, but you look like you having to put your body in dress. You are insecure.
Exactly.
Who you are as a woman, you've got to put it in the street because you have no intrinsic value. You don't know how to speak to men. You don't know what they value. Y'all don't know men. When they're looking for a wife versus a bust down, many women don't understand, well, I'm just cute. I'm at dinner. And your quote is about some bull. Like,
live
you
life,
can't see
love.
the air up here is clear because I'm done with the dust and brokey. Like, ma'am, like your box is dust and brokey.
Everything is on point. Girls today think that it's enough to look beautiful and attractive. Well, it's not. Having a developed personality seals the deal. Work on it more, girls.
I saw a video the other day. A girl's like, men are afraid to come up to us. They're not afraid to come up to you. I mean, maybe some feel a little insecure, but by and large, they're just like, I don't need this aggravation today. I don't need some diva aggravation today because more often than not, what do? Nasty, like a little attitude, puckered lips. You know the puckered lip. They're tired. They're tired. They're tired of getting made fun of. They're tired of being, abused. They're tired of getting, oh, I'm a meme now. Because why? Because I looked your way for 2 seconds in the gym?
Yeah, you can't complain about men annoying you, but at the same time secretly want it to make you feel good.
Men, I have another question for you.
And let's hear this one.
Why is it that we as women will send you a text explaining exactly why we're upset with you? Every little detail, making it clear as day. And then you will respond with, what do you mean?
Well, the major problem here is that one sent that through text message, as opposed to actually having an in-person conversation with the man explaining exactly what was wrong, so that then he could ask questions if there was need of clarification.
It seems to me that texting is not really a great medium to explain these issues.
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Exactly what it sounds like. That's why it's best to have these conversations in person.
Because unless you literally cannot read, which might be the case, I never thought about that, maybe you can't read. But if you can read, there's no confusion.
Obviously there was, or else there wouldn't be any need to ask for clarification. Now would there be?
Like, nothing makes me want to throw my phone out the window more.
Ironically, the fact that one actually is asking these questions probably one makes a lot of people throw their phones out the window.
This is why I support just ghosting, because what do you mean? What do I mean? How do you not know what I mean? So yeah, explain yourselves. Like, can you guys not read? I just need to know, because if that's the case, that's a different story.
It's not that they can't read. It's just that all that time that one spent sending paragraphs of information to a guy explaining one's feelings would have been better spent with an in-person conversation.
Exactly. Stop trying to solve problems through the phone, because usually that's what causes the problem.
Women think that their preferences are somehow more moral and righteous than a man's preference. So for example, women think it's perfectly fine to have a standard for height. It's okay to not want to date a short guy and have a minimum standard for height and judge guys on their height. We're women. That's our preference. We're programmed to like height. But the second a man says, oh, I want a fat chick, oh, well, you're being superficial. It's not okay to have a standard on weight.
I agree.
But women can't, many women generally.
Just giving an example.
Yeah, this is just an example, right? So it's the same thing. Why should we not be allowed to have our standard for variety, our preference for variety? Why is that? Oh, you just bash that. But the women are allowed to have preferences for resources, for example. We don't give a resources.
And I argue your women's standards are harder to achieve than a man's standards.
All I can say is this: you can lose weight, but you can't gain height. End of argument.
One thing about me, I love my little internet boyfriend. You know who they are. They're like the 8 dudes that live in your DMs that you've maybe met once or twice, but they respond to every single story that you post. Excuse me, I'm in line to get a cheeseburger. In and out, I have to move up. And they'll send you heart eye emoji, something really flirty, and you're always just like, back, angel face, smiley face, just heart in the message. I will never date these men. I will never interact with them in person. But just that little flirtatious exchange, it just feeds that little dopamine monster just enough to keep me going.
Oh my goodness.
I don't want anything more from them. I don't want anything less. I need them to stay exactly where they are, which is little tiny robots that essentially live in my phone to pay me compliments. Low effort compliments. Their story reactions, I know that. But if they're hitting me up, I go, that one's fire. I bet my real life crush is gonna like that. That one hit different because this guy said, wow, heart eye emoji. And I love it. I'll never get sick of them. I'll keep them forever. Like little tiny presents in my phone.
This is just another way of saying you never got attention from your parents as a kid, and you cannot convince me otherwise.
If you want to go out, fine, we're no longer in a relationship. I'm not going to try to control the girl. No, you can't do that. It's never going to be an argument. In the same way that a lot of women, for example, have preferences over men who don't play video games. You ask a lot of women, they say, if my guy's playing a lot of video games, I have an issue with that. Or some girls might say, I don't want you to be paying for another girl's fans, or I don't want you to go to the club. So for me, I don't want my girl going to bars and clubs.
That's a boundary you'd set.
It's a boundary.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's not, it would never be a control thing.
Right.
If a girl was like, Brian, I'm going, I'm like, okay.
Peace. Yeah.
Like, we're just not right for each other. I can tell you guys why it's an issue for me as far as girls going to the club. Well, men and women flirt differently. So in my view, you're starting to get into cheating territory a little bit. Because as a guy, if you go to a nightclub or a bar, ain't nobody coming in to talk to you that night. Nobody's coming up to you. No chicks are hitting on you. You're just gonna sit at the bar alone with your drink, lonely. That's it. As a girl, if you go to a bar, club, or a party, guys are gonna come up and hit on you.
That's one thing that people have to realize. Setting boundaries is not being controlling at all, because if you don't like those boundaries, you can leave.
I think it's a red flag if we are together and you're still posting selfies all the time.
Selfies all the time?
Yes.
Selfies does not count.
That-
That's your face.
Like posting my face.
You
all
want
the
to post?
time?
Listen, think about when you're like 80 years old. You're gonna be like, "Damn, I wish I
sounds
posted more."
controlling.
I wish I posted more when I was 20.
Why would you wish
In
you
my
posted
30s,
more?
you know?
Why would you wish you posted more? Because I'm gonna let you
That's when
answer.
the best. Yeah, we're young.
attention.
We're young
For
and
attention.
beautiful right now. I want to
Right.
post my body. I work
Right.
hard for
For
it.
what? Hold on, for what? Because I'm gonna let her answer her own question right here of why she should
eight-letter
delete it.
word.
So why?
Attention.
Why post yourself right now?
Because I'm pretty.
Exactly.
You know that.
So who do you want to show off to when you post?
The world.
Exactly, and not just your man. That's
my man
the
already-
problem.
What you think is
My man
all you're
already
thinking
If
about
that's
is
the case,
other
you would
men.
take pictures and send them straight
All
to
you're
your
thinking
man.
about is other
I
men.
do. I
You
said,
wouldn't
hey,
even have the
alright.
social media because you wouldn't care about what anybody else
LJ
thinks.
for the win.
Listen. There's okay. So
All I hear is, I need validation from the world and not my man. Because when you're 80, you are not going to be thinking about taking selfies in your youth. And if you do, then that's just sad.
This your son?
It is.
Bro, you told me this was your whole brother. Is you crazy? You a liar.
Okay.
You is not to be
calm down.
trusted.
Calm down. Lower your voice.
What you?
Lower your
I ain't no
voice.
lower my voice. You been lying to me for 6 months. You told me, little buddy, was your brother. Is you crazy?
Okay, 6 months. Not a lifetime. Relax.
Hey, man, you know what? I ain't with all this, bro. It's still 6 months. I've been here.
So
I've been here.
Come in here and record instead of coming here and talk to me like
I'm gonna
a
put
man.
you on blast.
Like a real
Like
man.
what you mean? You should have. That's something you should have told me out the gate. That's something I should have known in the beginning. What's the point of lying about your
I don't know.
your whole son?
You don't know the story. That's what I'm saying. You could have came in here and talked to me.
I've been around 6 months. You had a million chances to tell me.
Why you still yelling?
Man,
Why you wanna talk?
bro,
You wanna
that's man. I'm gonna record. I need to put you on blast. Everybody need to know what you be on.
And this is why I didn't tell you, because you're a goofy. Clearly, you can't just tell everybody your business. You don't know how I was raised. You don't know what happened in
Man,
my
that's
life.
beside the point. I've been
Your
here.
mama, your
I've been
sister,
here.
your auntie,
I've been here. I've been here. I just came in this with whole keys, bro. Why would you? I got clothes in here. Is you crazy?
Put her on blast, because the streets need to know what type of woman she is.
Did this guy make the right move? What are your thoughts? Shout out to the city boys here for this post. Woman stuck with $3,100 dinner bill after her blind date refused to pay for the 23 family members she brought along. So you're going on a blind date with a girl. She shows up with 23 family members, runs a bill of $3,100 up. What are you doing? Did this guy make the right play by ejecting and leaving them with the bill? Me personally, 100% think he made the right move. That's crazy to bring 23. This is crazy. Where are these women getting these ideas from? It's just mind-boggling, but Let us know your thoughts.
Did she think he would have paid for her entire family? What kind of woman does she think she is?
Some dating apps put fake profiles of very attractive, usually women, right? Because men are actually more likely to use dating apps and are more likely to pay for the premium profiles compared to women who don't have to because they're going to get matches anyway. So anyway, the dating app companies, they'll seed them with fake attractive women profiles and intentionally match with men who have recently downloaded a new profile. And the idea here is that if they download the app and they immediately match with an attractive woman, and then they usually have a couple of conversational exchanges like, hey, how's it going? Good. How are you? Then that's it. The robot no longer responds to the user. The reason why this is done is basically to give them a little hit.
It's a major hit.
They called it chasing the dragon, which is basically a term from right from, and you give them a little hit and then they're going to be chasing that high for the rest of their lives. They are creating a lot of heartbreak and a lot of frustration.
You won't say which dating app. That's too bad because they deserve the exposure, but I understand your reticence.
I will say that if one app is doing it, then that means more than likely they all are.
Well, you heard it from this man. You probably should start deleting all of those dating apps right now.
Women do not like men. And the reason that most women don't like men is because these men try to hold them accountable and don't let them play the victim. You have to understand that a lot of women will intentionally date piece of men just so they don't have to have accountability in their behavior in the relationship because it takes two to tango. And then these women come across my page and assume that because of what I talk about, I'm against them. But the reality is that everybody is sick of the excuses for your poor behavior. No one is trying to invalidate your experience. We're just trying to tell you that you played a part in the downfall of how your life is and the things that you've gone through. Additionally, women only like men for what they can provide for them. So as soon as the money runs out or whatever it is that they're looking for, that's why they have the backup plans or the rosters or whatever it is. You have to understand, if you learn anything from my platform, is that women do not hang around people that do not validate them. This goes for friendships and romantic relationships. And they don't even realize that it's happening 9 times out of 10. Because the only reason that women stay friends with women is, one, if they don't like the same man. Like, as soon as 2 girls like the same boy, that's the end of the friendship. Or the other scenario is like, if one girl is out here having a roster and the other friend's like, nah, I'm just going to hang out with my boyfriend, or I'm going to be single and work on my career. That's also not going to work. And why is that? It's because those 2 people are not validating each other, which is why women cannot stand men. Men will hold them accountable. Men will make them honest. Men will tell them they don't want to hear.
This woman is laying the truth out here for everyone to see, and we should all listen, because she's absolutely right. A lot of women out here don't date bad men, and are surprised when it doesn't work out.
Dealers and members with tattoos with a big flick and a big and he eat like a vacuum. I want a good man now.
Story of all of our lives. By the time you are old and have been through a lot, let's just say it will be too late.
People don't even date anymore. They meet up, they have this nice little thing going on for a little bit, and then go back to being strangers. And it never really created anything.
Who hurt him? You can even hear the sadness in his voice. But the truth is, dating nowadays is exactly how we explained it.
Why is dating so hard?
Because guys, guys, dating's hard because women just don't know how to date these days. And that's true.
Okay, so what can women do better?
I'm kidding, that was a joke.
So why is dating hard?
Dating is hard because I think we have too many options these days.
And that's true.
I think he wants to be on the show. Oh, you want some good content. Okay. Okay, I'll tell you something that I don't really understand is why guys on dating apps use photos that are 7 years old.
The same reason I'd say women use photos of them weighing less.
Wearing less?
Weighing less.
Weighing less. Got it. So are there a lot of women you're meeting in real life off the apps that are weighing more than what they look like in their photos?
Essentially, sometimes, yeah.
Yo, that.
Imagine complaining about having too many choices. That's sounding like something a spoiled rich kid would say.
Now, respectful cheating, I could deal with that.
You can?
I might, yeah, because see, look, if I'm here in Georgia and you went to San Francisco for the weekend, I'm saying any city. I'm saying if he went to New York for the weekend.
Okay, go ahead.
What you don't know
won't hurt you.
It won't hurt you. However, if you're going to cheat, you need to do it with respect. Now you do need. I don't like people who are not respectful. So these are the ones that aren't respectful. They're talking to the side piece and lying to them. First of all, you already lied to whoever this is on the side. So if you're gonna be respectful, you tell that person, you give me 50 feet on my woman. Like, don't ever approach me when you see me with my woman.
So that's the rule.
Number one, you can never approach. I couldn't imagine somebody approaching me. It would just be like, what?
I definitely don't agree with this. There is no such thing as respectful cheating. You're either in a relationship or not. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments below.
Do you want to, like, get married and stuff?
Eventually, yes. But, you know, of course, it would be a case where we get to know each other first.
Yeah, I feel that.
Ooh, not ready anymore.
It was red and then it wasn't.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Looks like John beat you to it. Yeah. Jackie, do you get naughty or nice vibes from John?
John is giving really nice vibes.
Well, that's good to hear.
Do you have a little bit of a bad side?
I'm gonna say no. Okay.
He just seems a little nervous. I'm sorry.
He seems like a very genuine guy who was raised properly. Their loss. Keep trekking forward, fella. You guys have made it to the end. Like and subscribe to prove you're an alpha. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel algorithm is to watch another one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you might as well watch another one. Till next time.